I still can't believe I'm even writing this. It doesn't feel real. Imagine working every single day for years, saving, budgeting, saying no to trips, dinners, and anything unnecessary, all because you're chasing one dream, to own your first home. And then, one day, you wake up and it's all gone. Not because of some accident or fraud, but because the one person you trusted most, your own mother, took it. I'm 28. I've been saving since I graduated college. I didn't grow up with money. In fact, my family struggled hard. I watched my parents stress over rent and utilities, argue about bills, and sacrifice everything just to scrape by. That's why owning a home became everything to me. It meant security, peace of mind, a foundation no one could take away. So I worked for years, multiple jobs, sleepless nights, living frugally while my friends lived freely. Every time I wanted to splurge or relax, I reminded myself of the goal. I kept the money in a separate savings account under my name. But because I trusted my family, especially my mom, I gave her access. It didn't even cross my mind that she'd ever take advantage of that. She's my mom. Last week, I logged in to make the final transfer before meeting with my realtor. My heart was pounding. I was finally here. But when I opened the app, the account balance was zero. At first, I thought it was a glitch. I refreshed, closed, and reopened it. Still zero. I called the bank in a panic, thinking it was fraud. That's when they told me the money had been withdrawn in 2 in-person transactions at a local branch, authorized by my mom. I froze. My stomach dropped. I couldn't make sense of it. I called her immediately. She answered like I was bothering her. When I brought it up, she said casually, "Oh yeah, I was going to tell you about that." Like it was no big deal. She told me she used the money to buy a car. Just like that. No warning. No discussion. No apology. When I asked how she thought it was okay, she got defensive. Said she needed it more than I did. That I'm young and have plenty of time to save again. That she's never had anything nice in her life and deserved this. I sat there stunned, shaking, while she guilt-tripped me. She said I should be happy for her. That after everything she's done for me, this was the least I could do. The least I could do? This wasn't a few $100. This was everything. Years of effort, of sacrifice. Gone. When I asked if she'd pay me back, she laughed. Laughed. Said she would when she could, but that I shouldn't rush her. That I didn't need it right away. That's when I realized she didn't feel guilty. Not even a little. She didn't see it as theft. She saw it as a right. I hung up. I couldn't take it anymore. That night, I broke down. I felt like an idiot for trusting her. But mostly, I felt betrayed. She was supposed to be the one person who always had my back. Instead, she stabbed me in it. I tried talking to close friends. Most were shocked. A few said I should demand the money back. But I knew she didn't have it. It was all tied up in her purchase, and she couldn't afford it to begin with. Then things got worse. She started dragging the rest of the family into it. Told them some twisted version of events where I was being selfish and dramatic over a small amount of money she borrowed. Next thing I knew, I was getting texts from relatives I hadn't heard from in ages, calling me ungrateful, telling me to remember how hard she worked to raise me. But none of them asked what really happened. And that's when it hit me. This wasn't just about money. This was a pattern. My whole life, she's used guilt and manipulation to get what she wants. Every time I tried to set boundaries, she'd remind me of her sacrifices and how much I owed her. It got even more real when I spoke to my brother. Turns out, she'd done something similar to him years ago. Took his savings without asking, promised to repay him, and never did. He let it slide to avoid drama. But I'm not willing to do that. Eventually, I contacted a lawyer. Turns out, I might have a case. We sent a demand letter. That's when she really panicked. Called me crying, saying I didn't understand what was really going on. Claimed she was overwhelmed. But then I learned she wasn't just irresponsible. She was reckless. Behind on payments, considering selling the car behind the bank's back, and planning to leave the state to avoid it all. That was it for me. I confronted her one last time. Told her I knew everything. She begged for more time. I said no. She agreed to mediation and ended up selling the car to repay a portion of what she owed. I didn't get everything back, but I got enough to start over. We don't speak anymore. And honestly, I'm at peace with that. Setting boundaries with family is hard, but sometimes it's necessary. She may be my mom, But I've realized trust has to be earned, and she broke mine beyond repair.